In this session, I am going to solve some of the binary addition and subtraction problems which are specified in the unit number 3 of your question bank. And if you go to the question number 10, there are a few questions which are given over here that are related to the addition and subtraction of binary numbers. So let's start with the first one. In the first one, you are given two binary numbers, and fortunately you are supposed to add these two numbers. So let me go and take the first question. In the first question, you are given a number 100101.11 plus 11011.101. Now addition is very simple, and the rules are very simple when it comes to the binary addition. Suppose if you have a number 0 plus 0 will always give you 0, no doubt about it. 1 plus 0 will give you 1, and 0 plus 1 will also give you 1, and 1 plus 1 will give you 1 0. This 1 we are saying it as carry, so that is the meaning. It will be carried to the next digit location, or next number location. Let's start with the addition now. I have put it in the table so that it is easier for us to visualize what is going on. So when you don't have anything over here, it is assumed that this number is 0. 0 plus 1, you know very well, is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1, we know that is 1 0. And this 0 we are retaining here, and 1 is carried over to the next location. Now what we have here is 1 plus 1. You notice 1 plus 1 is 1 0 plus 1. So plus 1 will give you 1 1. So this is what we are going to get over here. So this is 1 0. So this part, if you add them together, this part will be 1 0 plus you have a carry that is taken from the previous location, and that will be 1 1. Okay, so add 1 here, retain this 1 here, and this one will be carried to the next location. So this, from the 1 1, take this, retain this 1 over here, and take the 1 and carry it over to the next location. So 1 plus 1, you know very well, 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So retain 0 here, and so you have 1 0, retain 0 here, and carry this 1 to the next location. So 1 plus 1 again is 1 0, and from this 1 0, retain 1 0 here, and take this 1 and take to the next location. So you have this 1 plus 1 again, it is 0 here, and 1 carried over to the next location. And again you have this 1 plus 1 is 0, and take the 1 and put it onto the next location, that is carry forward to the next location. And finally what we have is 1 plus 1 is again 1 0, and you carry it over to the next location 1. So if you don't have any number, so you have 1 here, carried 1, and if you have nothing over here, assume that it is 0. 1 plus 0, you know very well, is 1. So this will be your answer. Now let's try to verify whether that is true or not. So I'm going to take the decimal equivalent of these numbers and then try to add it and find whether you are really going to get that number or not. So what I have here is, as you are very familiar, we have the numbers given over here from the decimal dot over here, that is the dot from the dot location. You have 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 3, and so on and so forth. On the other side, sorry, this is not to 0, this is supposed to be minus 1, and this is supposed to be minus 2. So this is minus 1, this one, and this will be minus 2, and this will be minus 3. So this, you are going to the 2 to the power, on the other location 2 to the power minus 1, this is 2 to the power 0. Remember, next location will be 2 to the power minus 1, next location will be 2 to the power minus 2, and next location will be 2 to the power minus 3. So this is what we have it over here. Now let's look at how we are able to get the same answer over here. So let's take the first number. This is you have 1 here, that is 2 to the power 5, 32, and you also have 2 to the power 2, which is 4, 1 over here, and 2 to the power 0, which is 1. So 32 plus 4, that is going to be 36, plus 1 will be 37. So you have 37 over here, and 2 to the power minus 1. So this is 2 to the power minus 1. What is 2 to the power minus 1? 2 to the power minus 1 is same as writing 1 over 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 you know very well is 0.5, and that is what I have written. So this is 0.5. Next one, 2 to the power minus 2. So this is 2 to the power minus 2. So 2 to the power minus 2 is 1 over 2 to the power 2 is, you know very well, 2 to the power 2, that is nothing but 2 to the power 1 by 4. So you know very well 1 by 4 is quarter, 0.25. That is what you get. 2 to the power minus 3. So let's look at 2 to the power minus 3. 2 to the power minus 3 is nothing but 1 over 2 to the power 3, which is nothing but 1 over 2 to the power 8. So what is 1 over 8? What is 1 over 8? Remember, 1 over 4 is 25. What is half of 25? Half of 25 you know very well. 1 by 4 you know very well. Quarter is nothing but 25. You are all familiar with that. Quarter is 25. And now, what is half of 25? 12.5. We are all familiar. But in this case we take this decimal position and put it over here, and that is what I have written. It is not 12.5, it is 0.125, because we don't have 1 over is not a quarter, we don't write, it is 0.25. It is not 25 over here, it is 0.25. That is why what you get here is 125. That is in common what we know it as 12.5, but the dot decimal positions are shifted over here. So now let's look at that answer over here. So we have 1 over here. So this is 0.5, 1, and the next one is also 1 over here. So 0.25. So 0.25 plus 0.25. What you get is 0.75. So that what is the answer. So let's look at the next one. In the next one, what I have here is I have 2 to the power 4, 1 is there, and 2 to the power 3, 1 is there, 2 to the power 1 and 2 to the power 0. So just add these numbers. 16 plus 8, 24, plus 2, 26, plus 1, 27, and that is what I have, 27. Then what I have is 0.5, that is I'll write 0.5, and then I have 0 here, and the last one is 0.125. So 0.125. So this is going to be 0.625. This is what you got it over here. Let's add. We know how to add in the decimal numbers. So this is 5, 7, 13, 1 carried, 14 plus 1 is 15, then 1 carried over here, 3 plus 3 is 6. So this is 65.375. Are we getting that answer? So let's look at this whole thing over here. So we have 1 here, that is 64, plus 1, that is 65. So you got the 65 part is correct. Then let's look at this one. This is 0.25. So this is 0.25. So this is what we have, 0.25, and plus 0.125 plus 125. So what we get here is 375, and that is what we have it over here. So that is the answer in decimal, and that is what we get in binary also. So let's look at the second problem. In this second problem, we are again given two numbers, but we are supposed to subtract the numbers. So let's try to recall the rules for subtraction. So what is the rules for subtraction? 0 minus 0, that's not a big deal, that is 0 itself. 1 minus 1, this is also 0. Okay, 1 minus 0, so 1 minus, let me put to 0, this is going to be 1 itself. Now the question is, what is 0 minus 1? Now you cannot directly subtract it, but you need to borrow something from here. So whenever you have this situation, that is you have 0 here and you are supposed to subtract 1 from here. In that case, what you are supposed to do is you have to borrow 1 from the next available location. From the next location, borrow 1. So when you borrow 1, it becomes not 1, it becomes a 1 0. Okay, from this 1 0, subtract 1. So let me first tell you what is this 1 0. How do you get 1 0? So if you have a 1 and if you add 1 to it, so you are already familiar, what you get is 1 0. So let me put it here, so slightly at this location. So what you get is 1 0. From this 1 0, if you subtract 1, if you go 1 plus 1 is 1 0. From 1 0, if you subtract the 1, then what you are retaining is 1. Let me give you one analogy here. Suppose you have 4 and you have 3. Answer you know better, 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, you are all familiar. Now from this 7, if you subtract 3, you are going to get 4. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. You know very well. 7 minus 3 is 4. You get the first number. 1 plus 1 is 1 0. From 1 0, if you subtract 1, same as subtracting 3 from here, you must get this number. So 1 0 minus 1 will be, what you get is the answer 1, because 1 plus 1 will be 1 0. So remember that thing. Okay, so let's start doing it. Now if you look at here the numbers which are written over here, now you don't have anything, so assume that this is 0 here. Now you cannot subtract 1 from 0, so you borrow 1 from the other side. What you get is 1 0. Again, let me recall 1 plus 1 will be 1 0. Okay, from 1 0, if you remove 1, you are retaining 1 over here. So 1 0 minus 1 will be 1. You have already taken 1 from here. So what is left over is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Again 1 minus 1 is 0. Now you cannot subtract directly. Borrow 1 from the other side. So you have 1 0. 1 0 minus 1 will be 1. Okay, what is left over here is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0, if it is not there, assume that it is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. This is the answer you are going to get it. Let's try to verify this answer. Now again, sorry about this whole thing is wrong in all the slides. So this is 2 to the power minus 1, 2 to the power minus 2, and 2 to the power minus 3. So this is the 1. From the decimal location you go to the minus 1, and in the other side you go positive 1. So let's start with the numbers. What we have here is 1 at this location, 64 plus 16, that is going to be 80. 80 plus so this is 80 plus 8 is there, 88. 88 plus 4 is 92, plus 1 is 93, and you got here. 0.5 plus 0.25, this is the two numbers, so this is 0.75, so you got it. Let's look at the next number over here. So this is 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 2, that is 26. 26 plus 1 is 27. You got it. And then 0.5 plus 0.25, that is 0.625. Subtract it. So you carry, assume that this is 0. You carry 1 from here. So from 5 you carry 1. So what you left over is 4 here. Okay. So 10 minus 5. I am doing it decimal now. 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 minus 2 is 2. 7 minus 6 is 1. Carry 1 from this location. So this will be 8 here now. So 13 minus 7 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. So this is 66.125. Are we getting that answer? So 64, you have this location 64, and plus 2, that is 66. You got the first part. 001, this is 125. You got the second point, and that is the correct answer. Now let's go to the next one. How do we add these two numbers? So let's look at that in action. So I have written this number and both the numbers over here. Let's try to add these two numbers. So we are adding it. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Carry 1 to the other location. Again 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. And retain this 0 here and carry this 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Retain this 0 here and carry this 1 to the other location. 1 plus this is 1 now. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. And so you have 1, 0. And retain this 0 and carry this 1 over here. So only 1 is there. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is also 1. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. Take this 0 over here and carry this 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So is this the correct answer? Let's try to verify that thing. So we have the 64 plus 2, 66, plus 1, 67. That's the answer. Then we have 64 plus 32, that is 96 over here. 96 plus 4, I'm going to take this one. 96 plus 4 is 100. 100 plus 8 is 108. 108 plus 1 is 109. Okay, add them together. So this is 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 carried. 6 plus 1 is 7, and this is 176. So are we getting 176? So we have the answer over here. This is 128. 128 plus 32. This is going to be 160. So 128 plus 32 is 160. 160, and what I have here is this is 160. 160 plus 16 is 176, and that is the answer that we are going to get it. Let's go to the next one. Let's try to subtract these two numbers. So let us write them first and then see whether we can subtract them. I have written these numbers one below the other. So 1 minus 1 is 0, you know very well. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And now you have to carry 1 from here. So if you carry 1 from here, you are left with 0 here, and you carry 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1 0 minus 1, you know very well, 1 plus 1 is 1 0. From 1 0, if you subtract 1, you are left with 1. So that is what you are left with. So this is 0 again. You borrow 1 to this one, so this becomes 1 0. From 1 0 minus 1, you are going to get 1. You have already taken 1 to the other location, so left over is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. You cannot subtract it, so borrow 1 from here. So 1 0 minus 1, again 1 0 minus 1 will be 1. So this is what is your answer. Let us try to verify this answer. So we have the location at 2 to the power 8, 256 plus 64, that is going to be, so this is 260 plus 60, 320. 320 plus 32, 352. 352 plus 16, where is my mouse pointer? 352 plus 16, 362 plus 368, it is going to sorry, the 16 is not there. Where did I go? I think I skipped that. Okay, because of my mouse, it just skipped up. I think I was there at this location. Okay, let me I think, sorry for that, I think I missed this. Okay, this is the one. My mouse pointer suddenly disappeared, so I have an issue there. So let's try to do this. This is 256. 256 plus 60. So 4 is 260 plus 320. 320 plus is it 320 plus 32. 352. 352 plus 16. 362. Again that mouse disappeared. 362. 368. 368 plus 2, that is 368 plus 2 is 370 plus 5, 375. So this is what you get. Sorry, this mouse suddenly disappears. So this is the answer. Let's go to the next one, and that next one is this 128 plus 64, that is 188, 172. 172 plus 16, 172, 182 plus 188. 188 plus anything is there. Let's try to do this one. So this is 128. Okay, I'm getting distracted because of something else. 128 plus 64 plus what else we have, 16, you can count that. Okay, and then 8, then we have 4, this is a lengthy number, and then we have 1 here. Okay, so let's look at this one. This is 10, 20, this is again 12, 22 plus, is it proper? Okay, which one am I writing? Okay, 120 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so this is what I am supposed to write. I think I wrote it wrong here. Let's see. This is other one is let me not waste my time on this one. We have the calculator in Windows, and sometimes we have to use that one. So in the calculator you have this standard, and we have programmer. So in the programmer you just write the stuff that you have here. So the stuff is 1101101. Okay, this is too much. Okay, so this I'm writing it excuse me, I'm writing it in the binary first. So select the binary mode first and then you can write it. So let's write it here. I think I can place it here. So 1 1 so let me 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1, and that is what we have. 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 1. Let me, I think I'm wasting your time as well as my time. Let me do it properly. 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1. Okay, so let's look at what is the answer. The answer is 221. I think my answer is correct. I have to learn arithmetics again. So this is 221. That is the answer. Let me first do the subtraction. So 5 minus 1 is 4, 7 minus 2 is 5, 3 minus 2 is 1. So 154. So are we getting 154? Let me clear this one. Are we getting 154? Let's look at this. I'm going to write this one instead of wasting your time, and I will do it in calculator itself. 1101010. So this is the binary equivalent, and did I wrote the okay, to shift to the decimal. Okay, I think I would have done the calculation manually. 100 11010. Okay, this is the number, and what is the decimal equivalent of this is 154, and you notice that is same as 154. I think yeah, I can do the calculation rather than using the calculator. Let's go to the next number, and next number is given as 10. Again, all these I am taking it from your question bank, one after the other. So this whole thing is getting solved. Now let's look at the other numbers over here. So we are supposed to subtract them. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Borrow 1 from the other location. Let's go to the borrowing 1 from the other location. So this location becomes 0. 1 0 minus 1, you know very well. 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So from 1 0 remove 1, you are left with 1. Here it is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1 minus 1 is 0. Again borrow 1 from here. 1 0 minus 1. So you are left with 1. So 0 minus 0 is 0. Again 1 minus 0 is 1. So let's try to get the total of this one. So 64 plus 32, that is 96. 96 plus 4 is 100. 108 plus 1, 109. 16 plus 8, 24. Okay. 24 plus 2, 26. 26 plus 1, 27. Okay. Let's try to subtract. 9 minus 7 is 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. So are we getting it? 68 plus 16, that is 80. So you have 80 plus 2, 88, and you get it. So during the examination, why I am showing you this decimal thing is it's not required to be shown, but this you can do it as a cross verification to see whether you got the answer right or not. Just convert it into the equivalent decimal number and then try to subtract manually and see whether your answers are varying or whether it is correct. Let's go to the next one, and that is we are supposed to add two numbers. So let's try to add. I have written the numbers over here. 1 plus 1 is 1 0. Again 1 0. So 1 0, you retain 1 here, borrow 1 to the other location. 1 plus 1 is 1 0 again. You retain 0 and borrow 1 to the other. 1 plus 1, you know very well, 1 plus 1 is 1 0, just for your information. 1 0, retain 1 here and then borrow 1 to the other location. You know very well 1 plus you borrow 1 plus 1, you know very well, is 1 0. 1 0 plus 1 will be 1 1. Okay. So retain, this is 1 1, retain 1 here and borrow 1 to the other location. Again same thing. So you are borrowing 1. So 1 plus 1 is you know very well, 1 plus 1 is 1 0 plus 1. So this 1 is 1 0 plus 1 is 1 1. So you keep 1 here and borrow the other one to the other location. Assume that this is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1. Let's see whether this answer is correct. So you have 16 plus 8, that is 24. 24 plus 4, 28. 28 plus 1 is 29. Again 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. 26 plus 1 is 27. Now try to add them together. 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 carried. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 56. Is it 56? 32 plus 16, that is 48. 48 plus 8, that is 56. That is the answer what we have. That's all in this. Thank you for your interest. We will meet again in the next session.